Right friends, welcome back to Questions and Answers General and Banking. This is 47th week from 16th to 22nd November. Look at the first question. Marriott International will buy Starwood hotels and resorts worldwide for $12.2 billion. The answer here is $12.2 billion, and it will create the world's largest hotel chain, and the top brands include the Sheraton, Ritz-Carlton and Autograph Collection. APEC Summit in 2015 was held in Manila. Manila is in Philippines, and I would like to tell you a few points. APEC is Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, established in the year 1989, and 21 countries are at present members. Headquarters is in Singapore, and the summit was held in Philippines almost after a gap of 19 years. Right friends, look at the next one. 10th Ministerial Meeting of World Trade Organization, WTO. WTO is a Geneva based organization, and 10th Ministerial Meeting of WTO is going to be held from 15th to 18th December in Nairobi, Kenya. Please look into this picture. Kenya is an African country, and the ministerial meeting is going to be held. Our Minister for Commerce, Nirmala Sitharaman, will attend this ministerial meeting. 1967 megawatt capacity Dabhol power project was recommissioned. What is the history of this Dabhol power project? Dabhol power project was initially with Enron. It is in Ratnagiri district of west coast of Maharashtra, and it went into several problems. Subsequently, this company was revived and recently recommissioned with 1967 megawatt power plant. Right? So please don't forget, Dabhol is in Ratnagiri district of Maharashtra. Oldest surviving Olympian Guo Jie died at the age of 103 in Johannesburg. He belongs to China. He recently died in Johannesburg. For efficient resolution of insolvency. Insolvency means company when it is not able to run its operations, when it is not able to pay to its creditors, the company is in debt, it is into losses. Companies, profits and losses are quite common, and insolvency also sometimes may take place because of the business environment, because of business risk outside. And so far India did not have any bankruptcy law, and for the first time Bankruptcy Law Reform Committee was established. This is headed by T.K. Vishwanathan, and it submitted its report recently, and at present if there is any problem with the companies, there are several mechanisms with the overlapping jurisdictions. The mechanisms available are, one is the court route, that is High Court, second one is the Company Law Board, next one is the BIFR. BIFR is the Board for Industrial and Financial Reconstruction, and debt recovery tribunals. There are several routes available for looking at the sickness in industry, but so far India did not have any bankruptcy law, and with a view to ensure bankruptcy law, recently T.K. Vishwanathan committee was appointed, and he submitted its report. And certain things please don't forget. Ishwar committee was nominated to look into the changes in income tax law. Similarly, Vijay Kelkar committee was nominated to look into rationalization of public-private partnership model for infrastructure development. These things please don't forget. The 7th Pay Commission headed by Justice A.K. Mathur recently submitted its report. All of you are well aware there will be a hike of 23.55% overall, out of which 16% will be increase in pay, then 63% for allowances, pension will be increased by 24%, minimum salary prescribed is rupees 18,000 per month, maximum at cabinet secretary level is 2,50,000 rupees, and because of implementation of these recommendations, there will be a burden of total 1,02,000 crores additional burden, out of which 74,000 crores on all the central government departments except railways, and railways 28,000 crores. So these are the main recommendations given by AK Madhur committee, and if government approves, these are going to be implemented from 1st January 2016. Fast bowler Mitchell Johnson announced retirement. He is a player from Australia. He was awarded the International Cricket Council's Cricketer of the Year award in 2009 and 2014. You may ask, where are the headquarters of International Cricket Council? International Cricket Council headquarters is in Dubai. Please don't forget. Kalinganagar Tata Nagar Steel Plant was inaugurated recently by Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik in the presence of a chairman of Tata Group, Cyrus Mistry, and as stated by the firm, it is the largest single location greenfield steel project in India and built at an investment of 25,000 crores in first phase, and by the year 2025 it will be expanded to 16 million tons per annum plant with a cumulative expenditure of 1 lakh crore. Government approved sale of 10% stake in Coal India Limited, and it is expected to fetch rupees 20,000 crores to the central government. This is a part of government's disinvestment program. Disinvestment means keeping 51% share in public sector enterprises. Government will self-balance the stake, but 51% stake will be held by the central government. That is disinvestment, and central government target is 69,500 crores as per this year's budget. And now Coal India Limited 10% stake will be sold, and which is expected to fetch rupees 20,000 crore. Rugby's global star who revolutionized the sport, that is Jonah Lomu, died recently at the age of 40 years. He belongs to New Zealand. He died at the age of 40 years. Government recently announced 3% interest subsidy to boost exports. And the point which I would like to tell you is the name given to it is not interest subvention but interest equalization scheme. Central government will give 3% subsidy, interest subsidy for certain types of commodities, basically to boost exports. Government announced rupees 2,000 crore for the rehabilitation of Kashmiri migrants, and with these 2,000 crores of rupees, 3,000 jobs will be created and 6,000 transit accommodations will be created. Vijay Keshav Gokhale, 81 batch IFS officer, was appointed India's ambassador to China, and he succeeds Ashok K. Kanta. For the year 2015-16, government decided to give direct production subsidy of ₹4.50 a quintal to cane growers. This is the subsidy which the government is going to give directly to the cane growers, and this will be rupees 4.50 per quintal, that means rupees 45 per ton, right? So this will be given by central government directly to cane growers. As per the foreign trade policy, recently government announced foreign trade policy 2015. As per this policy, government aims to reach export target of 900 billion by 2020. Government kept export target of 900 billion by 2020. That is as per the foreign trade policy of 2015. You may ask, what are the present exports? At present, we are exporting around $450 to $460 billion, and to reach from $450 billion to $900 billion is not an easy task in 5 years. But how the government is going to achieve is a $1 million question. Nitish Kumar took over as the Chief Minister of Bihar for the 5th time. I have already told you the committee which submitted its report on the rationalization of public-private partnership model of infrastructure development is Vijay Kelkar committee report. Interest equalization scheme, just now I told you, interest subvention scheme is now renamed as interest equalization scheme. Recently government announced 3% interest subsidy basically to promote exports. So if someone asks you what is interest equalization scheme, that is exports. Dr. Aykroyd formula is being used since 1957 to fix the salaries of government employees. All of you are well aware government employees' salaries are fixed once in 10 years with the recommendations of pay commissions, and while fixing the salaries through pay commission, the formula being adopted by various pay commissions is Dr. Aykroyd formula. New investors who buy over 5% shares of a private sector bank will have to get the approval of Reserve Bank of India. If someone wants to buy shares of more than 5% value in a private sector bank, it requires approval of Reserve Bank of India. Please don't forget. The author of the book, The Man Who Knew Infinity, A Life of the Genius Ramanujan, is written by Robert Kanigal. And please don't forget, a movie is also being released shortly, The Man Who Knew Infinity. The writer of the book is Robert Kanigal, but the director is Matt Brown and Dev Patel. Please look into this picture. Dev Patel is into the character of Ramanujan in this movie. Mali got independence from France in 1960. Mali is a West African country. Please look into this picture. And Mali got independence in 1960 from France. Why I asked this question is, Mali capital Bamako was recently attacked by terrorists, and Mali got its independence from France in 1960. Mali is a West African country. Name the parent company of Google. It is Alphabet. All of you are well aware. Which of the following is not declared Ebola free? I would like to tell you brief history. 3 countries were badly affected in 2014 because of Ebola. 3 West African countries, that is Guinea, Liberia, Sierra Leone. Liberia was declared Ebola free few months back, but now a case resurfaced here. Sierra Leone was declared Ebola free recently, but Guinea is yet to be declared as Ebola free. Right friends? So a country will be declared as Ebola free when there is no new infection for 42 days. 2015 Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development will go to UNHCR. You may ask, what is UNHCR? United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. It is Geneva based organization, and the selection committee of this award was headed by the Vice President Hamid Ansari. Third point is, it carries a cash prize of rupees 25 lakhs. So 2015 Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development will go to Geneva based organization UNHCR. Swachh Bharat cess of 0.5% is being implemented from November 15 on service tax, and at the same time, please don't forget, 2% of regional connectivity cess will be introduced shortly. Regional connectivity cess for airline sector will be introduced shortly. The basic purpose of regional connectivity cess is to connect interior places of the country, and 2% cess will be introduced on international air travel. Not only that, between big cities, if you are traveling in India, then you are required to pay this 2% regional connectivity cess. So please don't forget, 0.5% cess will be on service tax for Swachh Bharat, and 2% regional connectivity cess will be on the air travel. These two things don't forget. 3 new cases of Ebola were resurfaced 3 months after the country was declared Ebola free, that is Liberia. Just now I told you Liberia was declared Ebola free some time back, but 3 new cases of Ebola were resurfaced after declaration as Ebola free. Right friends, Mitsubishi developed its first ever passenger jet aircraft. This belongs to Japan. Please don't forget two things. One is recently China unveiled C919 passenger aircraft, and Mitsubishi of Japan recently unveiled its passenger jet. So, in addition to Airbus and Boeing, Japanese Mitsubishi and China are coming or entering into the aircraft manufacturing shortly. Wangala festival, this is harvest festival, or 100 drums harvest festival. This is the famous festival of Garo tribes. Garo tribes are predominantly in Meghalaya and certain parts of Assam, and these tribes celebrate the harvest festival, that is 100 drums festival. Please look into this picture. Ambedkar Memorial was inaugurated by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi at 10 King Henry's Road, and this is in London. And please don't forget, during 1920s, B.R. Ambedkar studied in London School of Economics. When he was studying in London School of Economics, he stayed in this house, and Maharashtra government purchased it for 31 crores of rupees, and the Prime Minister recently inaugurated Ambedkar Memorial in this house in London. Nico Rosberg won the 2015 Brazilian Grand Prix title of Formula 1 held at Autodrome Jos Carlos Pace in Interglass in Sao Paulo. This Formula 1 car racing in Sao Paulo, and Nico Rosberg of Germany won the title. So, Nico Rosberg belongs to Germany. India signed standard operating procedure with Bangladesh for operationalization of coastal shipping. Recently, India and Bangladesh signed standard operating procedure. Competition Commission of India, you may ask, what is Competition Commission of India? This Competition Commission of India is the fair trade regulator. If the trade is going on fairly or not, the regulator is CCI, telecom regulator is TROI, food regulator is FSSAI. These things please don't forget. Competition Commission of India is a fair trade regulator. Recently, it slapped a fine of Rs 258 crore on 3 leading airlines, that is Jet Airways, Indigo and SpiceJet, for cartelization. What is meant by cartelization? Cartelization is all three are hiking the prices artificially. That is cartelization, right? So, recently CCI slapped a fine of 258 crore on 3 leading airlines. India's permanent representative to the United Nations, or sometimes called United Nations Ambassador, the new permanent representative or the new ambassador to United Nations will be Syed Akbaruddin, and he replaces Ashok Kumar Mukherjee. The last question, India's easternmost strategic airport Teju was revived with a new runway. Recently, a runway was constructed in Teju. Teju is the easternmost airstrip in the country, and it is situated in Arunachal Pradesh. Please look into this picture. This is Arunachal Pradesh. Right friends, with this let us conclude the questions and answers general and banking. Have a nice day. Please do join for other modules. Thank you.